And now, the general weather around Alaska.
Satellite here showing next system here pushing eastward with clouds to start with, moving into the Aleutians. Main low center back here to the west, but all tracking eastward, spreading rain and wind in toward the eastern Aleutians this afternoon. Some clouds with some showers and fog here from the Pribilof Islands down to the Alaska Peninsula. Clouds over the southwest interior, clouds and showers here. Western Cook Inlet into the Susitna Valley and back into the northern Kuskokwim Valley there. There was some pretty good sunshine here in the central interior and some sun breaks down over the Kenai Peninsula. Copper River Basin and North Gulf Coast, wet over the Panhandle. Looking at the loop again, you can see a front developing right through here with low pressure back in here. And for tonight, takes up a position something like this with the front off the coast. Moisture continues to spread northward, keeping wet conditions over the Panhandle and the eastern North Gulf Coast. Showers ending in the Susitna Valley and south central Alaska tonight with just some clouds left behind. And it'll be dry with light winds all the way up to the Arctic coast. Different story out over the Bering Sea. This low tracking eastward brings gusty winds and rain into the western Alaska Peninsula. Wet, windy conditions up to the Pribilofs, and even a chance of snow makes it all the way up to St. Lawrence Island with rain and showers for the western and central Aleutians. For tomorrow, that low doesn't move too much. The front swings eastward here and weakens, keeping it wet and breezy over the Alaska Peninsula up to the Pribilof Islands. This area of moisture pulls westward there, so it should be a dry afternoon anyway for the St. Lawrence Island area. Dry over the interior, afternoon showers developing there over the east side, down into the eastern Alaska Range. Partly to mostly sunny Copper River Basin. Into south central Alaska with afternoon showers over the Kenai Peninsula, Kodiak Island, western Alaska Range. Sunshine for Bristol Bay and periods of rain for the southeast coast. Stays wet and showery for the Panhandle on Saturday with this trough here, the remnants of that front weakening, but dries out for the North Gulf Coast. Sunshine for Prince William Sound, south central Alaska, Kodiak Island, all the way out into Bristol Bay and northward there to the Brooks Range. Increasing chances of snow in the afternoon or flurries, a little bit of a pickup in those west winds as this Arctic low starts to drop southward and eventually swing an Arctic front into the area there. Otherwise, out over the Bering Sea, this low center weakening, chance of showers for the Pribilofs to the Alaska Peninsula. A break here over the Aleutians. Ahead of this next system, I should say a short break, as you will see for Sunday. Quite a storm pulls northward here into the southeastern Bering Sea, bringing gale force winds and rain into the Alaska Peninsula, up to the Pribilof Islands, increasing wind and rain along the southwest coast in the afternoon, with windy, wet conditions there for the Aleutians. More showers, though, for Adak out toward Shemya, but still breezy. A lot of sunshine here in interior Alaska, into the Chukchi Sea, Seward Peninsula. Dry for the southeast coast with maybe some sun breaks, and up to the north, Arctic front pushes snow into the central eastern Arctic coast, down over the north slope right into the Brooks Range. Lows for tonight, 5 to 15 there for the Brooks Range out to the Arctic coast. Otherwise in the upper 20s and 30s for the remainder of interior Alaska here, with closer to 40 for the lows for Kodiak Island, Alaska Peninsula, and the Aleutians, down to 30 for the Copper River Basin, 40s for the Panhandle. Highs tomorrow, mid to upper 50s over a good portion of interior Alaska, back into the mid 50s for the Susitna Valley there, and also for the Copper River Basin, lower 50s for the central Panhandle, 40s for the Aleutians, 30s for the Pribilofs to St. Lawrence Island, and 18 to 22 or so for the Arctic coast. Lows 5 to 15 there for the Brooks Range, the Arctic coast again, upper 20s to mid 30s central interior, upper 30s and near 40s for southern Alaska, followed by highs into the 50s over much of the interior, closer to 60 there for McGrath and Nikolai, and 55 to 62 for the Susitna Valley with some good sunshine in store for the much of the interior here, and mid 50s for the southern southeast coast.